How you feeling?
I feel good as hell. How you feeling?
Hella good.
Okay.
This is Hella Good, the podcast. I'm SK.
And I'm Soy.
And we're back.
Y'all, look at us.
I know.
Look at us. We're very proud of ourselves because we are truly holding ourselves to a different level of accountability this season.
We
and
are.
I feel like it feels good.
It does. It also is super cute being able to like come in, have a set plan, know what we're on, touching base with y'all. Like, I feel good.
Yeah, no, I think everything so far y'all have been commenting and kind of engaging and just letting us know. The Gold Star talk was hilarious. We're going to touch on that in another episode because the way everybody was just ready.
Threads hates gold stars. It sounds like TikTok does too. Sounds like you guys are hated.
You know, something we have to do something right. That's all. That's all I know. That's all I know in this life.
This is, and hence
Because
the
guess who else was
problem.
hated at one point?
Not comparing your idea.
I didn't choose to be this way, Lord.
Oh, Lord. That
It
is
chose
hilarious. This is why they're gonna be in there talking about.
Right. See, look at her thinking she's
you
better.
better.
Anyways, we'll touch on this in another episode. We ain't gonna go too far into it.
Yeah. No, that's not for this one.
There's
too many other things going on in the world that we need to touch base on.
Truly.
In 2025. So before we do that, we are always gonna just start with what we have not started with is what's hella good.
Oh, that's true. I guess
we
it
used
kind
to
of
do a small little now it just
queer.
feels like a little way to start the show. But look, we used to say something that was hella good. What's hella good for you in your personal life?
Ooh, let's see. What's hella good? Personal life. Oh, I just ran a half marathon.
I was about to say,
My
what
bad, y'all.
is
It
so
was just
hard?
It was so,
that baby
cool.
was running.
Yeah, I ran 13.1 miles, ran a whole half marathon, had no legs or knees after.
I could imagine.
These are actually just sticks in here.
Yeah, I could imagine.
I've
never been a
that's what's
runner.
hella good for me. What about you?
No. What's hella good? My best friend ran 13. Like everybody. Oh, right? Shit. I really, I think about that all the time. My wife was a runner when I met her. She's slowly becoming a runner again. Seeing you become a runner is crazy.
I know.
Because I'm at the gym. I'm on the treadmill. But I want to die. Like something is happening inside that's not just letting that happen. No matter what. So I stay on an incline. Okay. I power walk on an incline.
There you go.
But
That's
once I
just as
start to
effective,
jog, I don't know. It really is not doing it though.
It's one of those things that people talk about. You get addicted to running. The runner's high, they say.
Wow.
And it's really true.
Have you ever tried real drugs? Because
running is my drug.
That's not. That don't. It
The way I
up.
get if I don't get my miles in, it needs to be studied.
It does.
It does.
I agree. Someone make a documentary. Help me better understand. I won't get through it.
I'm like, yep, guilty. I need a support group.
Crazy. You have one. Your runner's club. So
Clearly.
you got you have a support
it's
because
been good.
where I won't be is there. We should definitely hike though. I don't mind going slowly up a hill, okay, and slowly coming down. Especially if you get to the top, there's like a granola bar, a nice little pod, a little drink, a little.
I feel like
smoothie.
running has just ruined hiking for me now because I'm just like,
'Cause you wanna
know what
rush?
else I could do in 2 hours? Run 15 miles.
Golly,
You know what else could be done? A lot.
that's
So yeah, it's one of those things where I'm like, I'm
flawed
flawed now.
because I'm an efficient motherfucker.
My brother loves
anything
hiking, and he keeps trying to ask me to go hike with him, and I'm just like, can we run before, or
Oh
how can we do? Can we run to the hike? Because the hike's not enough.
It is. You haven't been on one for real.
I have been. We hiked. To Eaton Canyon. That's the one that has the waterfall at the end. Asia was pregnant at the time. My brother. It was we were off on Juneteenth or something like that. It was the hottest day of the year. They were like,
And you
"Are
were
trying to
still
kill
like,
us?"
this isn't enough.
Yeah, I was like, this was cute.
Wow.
But what else can we do?
That's crazy. I've never felt that way about any kind of cardio. Any.
And he's great.
We
know there's one cardio, baby. We know there's one cardio you can't get enough of.
Maybe.
One thing about it, I'm always gonna go there.
Maybe. That's so fucking funny. I can't even. No, seriously though. You really. I think that is a good thing. I don't even have any more things. That is hella good.
That is hella good.
Watching us both take our health more seriously, but watching you being able to do that. You're gonna do the LA marathon, yeah?
Yep, March 8th. Y'all, as soon as I get my bib number, I'm gonna let y'all know. Track me.
We gonna be out there. I'll be out there
Throw a
twerking.
banana my way. So.
I'll be out there. Throw it. Hold the side like this. I can't wait.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be fun.
How exciting.
It's gonna be fun.
And then what do we do when we go? We just stand, huh?
It's hard. Asia will tell you, but
We
it's
just
like you have to track me. It's like based
stand
off
around,
my
or-
pace. It's like you try to hit me at a marker. So like
Try
for
to
my
meet
hat,
you at a marker?
Yeah, for
How
my-
do you know you're going to be there?
based off my pace. Like I know how fast I normally run a mile, so then you times that by like whatever to figure out where I'm gonna be around that time. Yeah.
So you telling me that Strava app that y'all all be posting about ain't live? I can't just lock in and watch you do it.
No.
That's
But
how
you have my location, so then you could just. That's how she did it. She like tracked where
I
I
was about
was.
to
She was
say,
like,
I
okay,
could
you
just
30
know
minutes
where
away.
you're at.
Yeah. So
that's appropriate. Oh, that's for
good.
another show. I want to know how many of y'all have y'all's friends' location. Okay, anyways. Moving on. What else is going on in this world? What's our next segment?
Oh, next segment, we're getting into top tier queer.
Top tier
tier
queer.
queer.
Always fun to talk about the beautiful things happening in our community, the beautiful people
Absolutely.
making waves, brand, business, whatever is going on that is
Yeah.
Black and queer, and we want to know about it.
Doing the damn thing. So as always, if y'all have a top tier queer that you want to let us know about, because we don't know everything. We're
Yeah.
not always in the know.
Sure.
Please comment them. Let us know. We love showcasing and really just putting everybody on, if you're not aware of what's going on,
Share them.
to do things. Yeah.
Share them, yeah. Wherever you're at on the map. Share the Instagram, whatever it is.
All the
No,
things.
big or small. We
No.
want to talk about what you guys are doing.
100%. Yeah. So for this week's top tier queer, I think it has to go to GLAD, as they just wrapped up the Black Queer Creative Summit.
Yeah, our little home.
Yeah, that's if y'all are new here, going back to season, I think 2 was when we initially got that funding from Sidra Smith. Shout out to Sidra.
Shout out to Sidra.
Shout out to Sidra.
Forever.
Yeah, we were the winners of the pitch competition, that first one at the inaugural summit, and that truly is what gave us enough stride to keep going. So I love that it came back. It seems like it was very well received. Shout out to the planning committee. I know it probably wasn't easy, but y'all continuously doing it.
Yeah. We were able to see the little, the like last night gala.
Yeah.
Get to be in there with all those people. Like it was very energetic. It was very clear that everybody who experienced it felt a lot like how we felt when we experienced it the first time.
Absolutely.
And it really is just something that like propels you, like puts a little battery in your back.
For sure. I remember we
after meeting
post
those
off
people.
of that, we were like, let's
We were on
go and
fire.
do everything.
We were on fire.
Yeah.
The good thing is we still are. No, but we do shout out Black Community of Colors. Shout out the Black Queer Creative Summit.
Yes.
And the inaugural class.
Hey.
And now the class of 2025.
Yeah, shout out to y'all. All right, so y'all, the next segment we got is hella hot takes.
Hella hot
takes, y'all. So this is where something is popping on some kind of social media, maybe the news, maybe whatever. And we're really just kind of diving into all the things, how we feel, how, we receive it. And y'all, let us know how you receive it too.
Exactly right. And this week, I think we are kind of shocked to have to consider Tammy Roman a little bit. I think that's been kind of moving around a little bit. I want to see
It's so interesting to me because one, I have concepts of who this is. This person.
Okay, so you're not tapped in for real like that.
First of all, is she a housewife?
A basketball wife,
Okay,
technically.
a
So
wife
not
in a house
different
of something.
Different franchise, same concept.
Cool. Not my wheelhouse. But I will say,
This is
I've
fair.
also seen little snippets of this on TikTok. I haven't seen the full thing, this longevity.
Perfect.
And the parts I've seen of TikTok, of course, are dragging her to filth because they're like, what do you
Appropriate.
mean? So I'm excited.
Okay, let's take a look, shall we? Come on, just
injected myself into her situation. I became the therapist. The
Yes,
girl was
that's
calling me. She's calling me. It was like a full-time job trying to get them to stay on track with their relationship.
It was overwhelming.
It was overwhelming.
But like
I
for
don't wanna do
instance,
that.
let me say this: I'm graduating, right? Getting my degree, and
She can't be in the.
she can't be there.
She can't.
Do you get what I'm saying? My girlfriend can't
this
be
her daughter.
there.
That's true.
Exactly.
Her
There's
grown
moments
daughter.
that my people have.
hold on,
Thank you.
Teddy.
Let's speak about it if we're going to speak about it. Let's
Why
speak
she
about
can't
it.
be there?
And I knew not to even tell. I told her,
Okay,
but she
I'm
knew.
out.
She was
I
like,
just
"Okay,
got
I can't be
I got a
there.
question.
Congrats."
With your other daughter.
Oh.
She's straight, right?
Uh-huh.
Her boyfriend's in the past.
She doesn't have any boyfriend.
Guys
Boyfriends in the
that
past.
she's
She's not
dated.
currently dating.
I
now.
said in the
currently
past.
dating.
Yeah,
has
she says boyfriends in the past. That's why I say she's not currently dating.
In the past. Okay. She's never been allowed to bring
part
her
I see.
boyfriends around.
She would be.
She would be.
She would be.
And why
Thank
what's the difference?
Because
Thank you. I love it. Now we talking. What you did? You leaned in. Let's talk about it. Let's
I'm
talk about
leaning
it.
in. I'm leaning in.
She's proud of that.
Because there's something called confirmation bias, and when people think like you think or appear to be how you are, you're more drawn to those type of people. So
That's
my
not
daughter
what
is a
confirmation
heterosexual female. Confirmation bias allows me to accept whatever situation she's presenting versus not really understanding this moment. And so I got to take a step back and figure out how it works for me and how I can be comfortable in that moment, because there's something
56
called
years
mental
old
health
talking about-
that we have to be concerned about.
Right.
I was just gonna say, whose graduation
Even though
is it?
mental
Is she
health
getting
I'm worried
a
about,
master's?
I still got to do
The
what's
mama?
right for me as well.
Okay, but you're not graduating. She is. So
Thank
this
you.
is
She's
not really
graduating.
about your
I
life.
don't, okay,
It's about
so to that I say,
But I have to pick. Now I'm in a position where I was never going to pick.
No, you
I'm always
don't-
going
you
to pick my
don't have to
mom. But
pick.
that's a big
You
deal.
don't have to pick, because I just won't come to your graduation.
But just
Is she West Indian?
and then you and your baby girl.
That might be a line my mama
bitch,
might have said to me
please.
at some
Bitch,
point.
please. This is
At some point, my mama might have
proper-
said that. I think
This
a
is
little
a
bit.
proper American. You know when your mom said that to you?
What, when?
When you lived with her.
Yes, no, true. That was very much maybe.
That's the biggest thing that I keep looking at this thing is like, this is a grown adult.
Yeah.
I need you to look up confirmation bias. Okay, I need the real definition because I don't know why anybody
It's
allowed
definitely a
her
bias.
to
I
jump
understand what she's
around.
saying.
But you're wrong.
But yeah, I don't know if necessarily
What you're talking about
that.
is homophobia, mama. You can't just name it confirmation
No, it's
bias
mental
and
health now.
change. Yeah,
It's mental
her
health.
mental health.
It's because mental health.
Could
I
you
also
imagine?
I'm not gonna come.
So confirmation bias is the tendency to search for, interpret. Turn it down so we can pick up our.
So confirmation bias is a tendency to search for, interpret, favor, and recall information in a way that confirms or supports one's prior beliefs or values.
So
A backwards way.
she's
like
not
it's
wrong
confirming
in saying it, but we're
what
still
she
saying
believes. Yeah.
homophobia. We're talking about I look for things that confirm what I already believe.
No, yeah, and
That
only
is
what I believe.
Exactly,
Yeah.
that's what confirmation bias is. So what I'm doing is eliminating the opportunity to even see
Anything else, right. You
I
actually
will
don't
only
exist.
allow the things around me to confirm what I believe, and that's you're using it. You are saying something, but girl, you're not
Right.
saying what you're actually saying.
No.
At the end of the day, when your mother was treating you like that, you was a child. I
Yeah.
feel the same way.
No, yeah,
This
no,
person
that's what I'm
can't
saying.
come.
Yeah.
Them little girls you be with who look like little
Yep,
boys, they
don't-
can't come to
yep.
this thing. I
Mhm.
lived with my mother. I was a child.
Yeah, no. It was up until high school.
Exactly right. When I moved out of my mother's house, she had no control over who could do what
No.
with me, where I could go, what I
No.
could think and see. And Tammy, lucky that her child clearly respects their relationship enough to care.
I hope that's what it is, because sometimes it's really just the financial support that you're afraid of losing sometimes, and obviously growing up in that kind of environment, it might be. I
is
think I'm not
Tammy-
going to speak for the daughter,
Are they
but
balling? I don't know.
I think
that.
I don't think her daughter is struggling, and it's probably
But
because you're trying to remain in your mom's good graces, even though she's clearly disrespecting you. Listen, baby, I had to go through that too. It's
Everybody
like if I
does.
wanted financial
Everybody
support, I
does.
would have to swallow my entire
and
identity.
did and did
and did not.
until right
And moved
until,
out.
and
Right.
did and then until it was like, oh, I'm out of here. I think
Yeah.
that I went to college at 17 too, so I was like, I went with my high school girlfriend. I think we pushed them beds together. So
Listen,
we was college dorm, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You really immediately are like, this is an opportunity for me to be my actual self.
truly.
This woman is getting a degree. What do you mean this is a public place.
It
You
don't-
can't stop
it don't
nobody from
matter.
coming.
No,
to
but I
this
feel like,
thing.
yeah, no, it's sad because she doesn't even realize that her daughter may not even know it yet, but this is gonna play back in her head
It's playing back now. You can see that girl is
She's
hurt.
laughing,
She's
it off.
through it.
Yeah, she's laughing through it, and I
she's
think it truly
destroyed.
hasn't settled yet. That like
She's destroyed.
I can't even be me for real.
No, I think it has settled and she knows it. And I think that they have come to some weird place because Tammy allows you to say you're gay. That means she accepts that you're gay.
But I think
That's
also
not
her daughter
true,
must
obviously.
she must
clearly
be okay with the breadcrumbs that she's given.
I think that that's a
Of
harsh line,
acceptance.
right? Because I think that people can be completely not okay and still feel like they have no other option.
Right, because you want financial support.
Sure.
Because what else are you?
I hear you.
What else
I
is
hear
Tammy
what you're
offering the
saying.
girl?
It could be something else. She could want to be in a relationship with her mama.
Yeah,
Some
so
people
then you're
really
gonna swallow who
actually
you
don't-
are.
Right.
And have your girlfriend be at home while you walking across that stage, and she might have helped
Could
you
you
study for every
imagine?
test for her. I don't know, girl. Like, it's just one of those things where it's like,
I just can't believe that Tammy is quoting her own mental health at almost 60 years old while her child who is rearing her, like who's growing up right
don't
now
care.
in real time.
They don't care.
Fuck her mental health. Like
Yeah.
you're saying there's something called mental health. We know.
there's studies also
We
that
know
prove,
that.
yeah,
That's
your
the
rhetoric
exact
is
reason
harmful.
why
Yeah,
people want to be who they are.
yes, quite literally the points. And look at her walking around.
You're gonna name it
missing
and
it.
then still allow proudly.
My thing is when they asked about the other daughter and allowing the boyfriend to come to the graduation, baby. She was like, "Oh, for sure," because they're like me.
Yeah, I don't mind.
And I understand that.
I know what they be doing. I don't have no problem with it.
Meanwhile, he knocking her head between the washer and dryer.
Right? But I'm familiar with that.
It's
that's
crazy.
The crazy shit is like niggas will look at something that's actually toxic, but because I'm more familiar with that, I would rather. She could be running boys through that motherfucker. It doesn't matter. I'm familiar with that.
Yeah.
I'm familiar with a space where men can do what they want and women are kind of supportive of that. Where I'm just not comfortable with the idea that my daughter is dating a woman. That's all you're saying. I'm homophobic.
I'd rather you just say that though. Right?
That's
just
what I'm
be
saying.
real.
You dancing around this
right? Talk about my mental health,
bias.
but my mental health.
She's not. You can quote your mental health. If seeing your daughter with somebody is going to stress you out and give you anxiety, you're not. Nobody's saying you're lying.
Right?
We're saying be an adult. We're saying be a big kid. You had a child.
I don't know. But what y'all think about holding your parents though to stricter standards? I see this thing all the time on like TikTok where people be like, "Oh, my mom used to be this way, but like she's better now," kind of thing. And it's like people allow their parents sometimes that opportunity of growth to still stay in their lives. And I almost wonder if that's what her daughter is doing, low-key.
Or do they
just
just
allow the
them?
opportunity because you're at rock bottom now.
Yeah.
But you could get up here eventually if I think you have the potential.
I see. I'll give you the
and I'll give you the 10 years to get there because I'm your kid and I love you type stuff. But it's like, is it really? Well, yeah, I want to know what people's takes are on that because really what it is are you now either enabling your toxic parent, homophobic parent to double down in her belief because you're okay with it?
Is it your responsibility though? Do you have that much even weight in your own life, in your relationship with your parents? A lot of times I feel like people have been raised to feel a certain kind of way. You know what I'm saying? Like I know grown adults who still don't talk back to their parents. Their parents could. I'm talking about a 50-year-old and an 80-year-old. Like, bitch, you got mortgages, you got children, you got grown people you done put through school, you got a 401k, and you still let your mama call you.
As soon as my life stopped being funded by my parents, baby,
them F's. I tell you about them F's every single time. If you ain't feeding me, financing, or the other F that you know I care about most, I could not. I will never give myself an opportunity to care more about what you saying.
Yeah.
Are you crazy? No. Like. It's just crazy to me. But like you said, maybe Tammy is financing, right? So like there has to be some level of like tie
obviously
to these people. But I do feel like if Tammy her whole life has been explaining to her daughters what a mother means, right? Your daddy left, we had all these hardships, you owe me. Like people really do feel like they owe their parents their lives. They feel like, damn, my mama did all that, came all the way back, got on Basketball Wives, gave me an opportunity to even be this little kind of rapper, whatever I'm trying to do this shit, figure out I'm gay, allow me to say I'm gay nationally, even though it hurts her. Maybe she feels the kind of way. I'm not saying it's right, and I'm not saying, obviously it's not fucking right, but I'm saying, like, I can understand that your mom being like, I'm paying for this graduation, everything come, you being
I paid for this degree.
Whatever. Yeah, I paid for this degree. Yeah. Exactly right. I remember my parents trying to say that shit. I was like, I'd like to disenroll. Excuse me, please. I don't
take
need,
my name off.
I'm good.
Yeah.
They said I got an H&M position at the. I'm good. I really was like, I don't have the capacity to do anything that tied me. Like, to be honest.
Yeah. No, that's the reality of it. I think it's Tammy. It's Tammy's fault for one. I think being so okay in how she operates. But I also think the people around her, just no one is checking her. No one is saying, "Hey, girl."
I appreciate that Candy was trying to say something, but in the end,
Candy's facial expressions alone I'd be like, "Baby, you should know you off the mark, right there."
The craziest part is like my biggest annoyance about this whole thing is like you won't let your daughter's girlfriend just attend graduation. I'm not saying she coming in there to sit on her lap. She got to
be in the pictures. She gonna mess up the pictures. She don't have to do that.
How many people can say your person can come, but these family pictures are forever? Can you guys take your own? Can we, like there's a million ways to set a boundary without being a piece of shit, right? But I think what's really annoying me so much is like you going out that far. Yeah. She can't be around us. She can't because I don't have confirmation bias or whatever. But have no problem having these gay men in your hair. You have no problem having these people beat your face. It's like I don't know where you live, but gay people make the world go around. Yeah, gay folks make the world go around. So you have an entire community of people who love Tammy, who quote Tammy, who put her memes up left and right, who support. I wouldn't be in nobody's head if I knew that you wouldn't want me around at your graduate. Like what do you actually feel about the people in your actual life all this time?
It also sounds though like from the beginning of the clip that it seems as though maybe the daughter got her a little too involved in the relationship in general. Because she's like, I'm calling the girlfriend's do all this stuff. And it's like, maybe she feels like she has some kind of investment in the relationship.
That's what
more
she says
than she
in the clip. She says like, until it's serious, you don't need to bring it around. But you have no problem with your other daughter bringing her men around. Yeah. Men's, right? Like the people you date, not men's in that way. No, she's fine. I know she got whatever she got going on. I'm saying, but like you have no problem with your daughter experiencing life. You're going to have partners.
Period.
People are going to date. You know what I'm saying? If you have no problem, you are dating.
I think if she had put it as...
Not now, but like you've gone through cycles. Like you've been married multiple times. Like people have life experiences.
I think she has to approach it in a different way if that's, again, what she actually means. If she means because you're just dating this person, one, it got to be the same for all the fucking kids, bitch. Exactly. Like, it can't be just... She can't have new rules just because this other one... That's not how it works. So it's either so call it what... No, it's mental health these days.
Right. So until you can say, this is just my standard... then you are treating her differently for the specific reason that she's gay.
And you're not accepting her, even though you think you are. 100%. You're not accepting your kid.
I think that that's kind of the common misconception of all Black folks who are just like, love the sinner, hate the sin. Bitch, the answer is no.
Yeah, it's a hard no.
It's a hard no. You are either going to see this person as wholly human or you're not. And like, there is no in between.
I'm going to go back and forth though on this one with the daughter, because I think every queer person has to go through that realization that if you know someone's gonna love you, but there's gonna be some kind of like contingency, or there's gonna be some kind of like there's like, hey, I'm not gonna unconditionally love you. I'm gonna love you as much as I can within this specific lane, and I'm not gonna ever deter from that. Then it's like, well, do I want that? Do I want conditional love from my parent, even though that's my parent? And it's like, that's a conversation you gotta have within, or with the therapist to figure that out, because at the end of the day, it's like,
for some people, maybe it isn't that bad. You know what I'm saying? Maybe
couldn't relate.
Not me.
Yeah.
Not me, but my mom also don't fun. You know, like my mom also doesn't. There's other places in my life where like I've really needed that support and I haven't seen it.
They probably got
not to say that they're not, are not trying to change or not trying to now because they have value in grandkids. There's all these other things that kind of mix the pot now. But I don't know.
Yeah, no. I think the daughter has to hold her a little more accountable. I don't know. That's what it is. It's like,
I agree.
Unless truly she does not give a fuck, and she's like, my bills are paid, I'm comfortable. If my mom don't have X, Y, and Z happen, I'm respecting that.
Yeah.
In which case, all the power to you.
Yeah.
And when in like maybe 6 years, when you're realizing that you hate yourself a little bit, it's gonna be because she put that seed in you early on, and it's starting to grow. It's starting to grow.
I really wonder what people think is going to happen when they're older and their children are older and they've built these lives where you've gone out of your way to separate yourself, and now you need things and like you want community, you want your family there. Yeah. I really be like, well, my wife got to drive me.
Can she come?
She can't come.
Can she come?
Here we are. You know what I mean? Like, it's such a crazy concept.
Yeah.
But people really do live like that forever. People really do.
I think it was in the older generation.
I agree.
Because I think our generation was the first to be like, I agree. No.
I have a mentor who's older, and her mother died before she really started trying to like figure out what she was doing. And it's like,
that's like the scariest thing to me.
Yeah, I agree. To be 40 and 50 and finally trying to, I almost said something crazy.
What did you almost say?
First at 40.
Hold on now. No one prepared me for this.
You know?
It's
already great.
No, that's really what it is. I think people don't realize that it's these little seeds that get planted in you when you're younger, and then eventually they're gonna grow and manifest into something bigger. And she may not. She can laugh about it now on a podcast
because she's uncomfortable. I felt so bad for her. I really did. I felt terrible watching her.
She was like, "Let's
talk
about it."
But,
but did you talk about what your mom?
No, she probably was trying.
Right, that's what.
But have you ever seen Tammy Roman cuss somebody the fuck out?
I
can imagine what you do to your daughter when the camera not rolling.
At the end of the day, it's either you're gonna be willing to live with whatever condition she's giving you to live your life off of, 100%. Or you're gonna figure it out.
Yeah, or you're not going to.
Yeah. How old is the daughter?
I was about to say enough to get a degree, maybe a few years.
24, maybe. I don't know if it's whatever.
Yeah.
Either way. Yeah. Once you get to the point where you graduate in college, love, you gotta have that conversation with yourself. As to what you're okay with.
I agree that you definitely have to make a choice. I just think it's not that simple for a lot of people. And I think that like for me and you, it literally is like a blink. I really did. I can remember being like,
the way I look at it, though,
I have no parents anymore. I mean, like,
someone might think that's morbid to say or how it works. But here's the thing: it's like
remember having to be.
It is quite literally life or death, and for a lot of young queer kids, it is life or death. It is either I'm going to live my life
here
in a
and think
lie,
about this,
and
yeah.
eventually I won't be here anymore.
Yeah.
That's really T.
Yeah.
It's like it gets to the point where you think you're okay until you're not. And I think talking about mental health, that is what's important, is to prioritize. And as a parent, you should always want to prioritize your kid's mental health.
That's
over
the
your own, Tammy.
Yeah. It's really crazy for her to quote that, knowing that
your daughter didn't ask to be here. Your daughter didn't ask to be here, love.
Yeah. The
but
only
here
thing
she
that
is.
is more important. Yeah, exactly right. I could never be in a room with Lennox, before, and my only
That's what I'm
focus is his
saying.
mental
That's
health
what I'm
immediately,
saying.
At all times.
Right. Are you okay?
And so to
Do
be
you feel
grown,
regulated?
seeing
Like
your
all the
daughter
things.
flailing about this thing,
Yeah.
and you like, oh, you don't got to pick?
I
just won't come to your graduation. And being so proud.
Yeah, no.
Like, there's such this, like,
Yeah.
I can imagine having that person as a mother and probably having that instinct for your whole life to be like, okay, never mind,
Yeah. Make yourself smaller, and more compactable, and being able to be digestible now.
I could
and now
imagine
she's
that.
willing to be in my life because I'm not myself.
Yeah, I can
Which,
imagine that.
like you said, for us, it's a decision we made. It's not an easy one. I'm not
No,
holding
no.
you up. I'm not ever going to say making a decision to choose yourself over your only family that you know is going to be the easiest path to travel. But God damn, if it ain't worth it at the end when you actually get to enjoy who you are and live in a life that you actually created for yourself.
Yeah. There's also, there's so many layers. I also think about age.
Yeah.
Like, I turned 17 and I was out that house. I ain't lived in that house since. You know what I'm saying?
That's how I go.
I think that if you get to the age of 24, if you get to the age of 30, if you get to these spaces where, like, damn, I've lived so much longer experiencing this hurt and pain. I've figured out a way to numb this. I figured out a way to work through this, to let you say these things, to have this stuff go under a radar, to tell myself what's not. You know what I mean? Like, knowing what I like, telling myself, like, there are so many people who really suffer in that way. So, like, I want to hold space for that. But it is your choice, right? It is, at the end of the day, you are looking at, especially now, it's 2025.
Oh, baby, I say it all the time.
That's the craziest thing
I
for
say it all
Tammy to
the
be
time.
talking like that
Yeah.
about confirmation bias, baby. All you have to do is look around. You fuck your inner circle to put the TV on.
The person who's recording that podcast.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. There was like a survey. Yeah, there was a survey that like
you like
in
girls.
production. It's like 75% queer people. Like
100%.
it's like so many
100%. So
that you
many
interact with
people
them in so many different ways.
Just trying to collect this content.
I just know somebody trying to hold back, sucking their teeth and back camera. Like, is she okay?
They in the back, Mike, pissed, talking about this bitch. I just seen her back there talking about clocking.
Yeah.
No, don't clock nothing.
Clock nothing.
I thought you didn't
Clock
like
out.
us. Yeah, clock out. What the fuck? That's
Come
crazy.
on.
I really feel like that's crazy.
Yeah.
And I think that you way too old for that. And you're not in bumfuck
We got
Ohio.
to
You
check.
are in
We
the
got
world.
to check
You're
it.
in these spaces. You have access. You have resources. You know people.
Yeah.
You know successful queer people. You're not looking at Queen and her fucking partner,
Thank
and you're
you.
watching her have her 5 point whatever million followers and be America's fucking sweetheart. You don't need an
People love
example
Queen people. Yeah.
of your daughter's bright relationship before you figure out how you can make this.
Yeah, no,
make
it's been
sense.
done, and that's to your point. It's
The fuck?
2025. You have examples, successful examples.
Everywhere.
You
In
could
the
open
White
your eyes.
House. We
You
have
could open your
everywhere.
eyes a
You
little
look
bit. You could
anywhere.
open your eyes a little bit, and
Exactly
maybe
right.
just start to open the conversation just a tad.
It's really
Tammy.
unfortunate, and I think that like Candy can try, but I think that it's really.
I'm with
unfortunate. I think
Candy.
the people in her life, the people.
Yeah,
who are
I was gonna
openly queer
say
need to
if
really be
nobody
like,
is
"You sound
if
crazy."
nobody's clocking it, it's not my job.
It's cool that you feel like can't nobody change my mind and blah blah blah. Like I
Okay.
hear you on that, but like they need to also hold accountable. Like parent to child is a unbalanced. You know what I mean? Like that could be
No, for
unbalanced,
sure.
but you're homies. Tammy, you don't got no gay homies that are not offended by this, or are they all gay men and so you see them differently?
I think it's
than
their
gay
generation
women?
in general
Is it the
because their
age?
generation, even the people who were gay in the queer community in her generation, they're like, that's just how it is. Because they lived their lives as much as they could within the bounds
Within
that
the
were given to
bounds
them.
of their-
And they never
of
stepped
that
outside of
shame,
it.
yeah.
Yeah. So it's one of those things that it's like you have to be open to changing the conversation or stop talking about it. If that's how you feel, shut the fuck up about it.
That shit's crazy.
Don't go on a podcast and air it out for the whole world to know that you're homophobic.
Yeah.
That you're
Or
mentally
have
healthy,
you have confirmation
homophobic.
bias. And we have to prioritize. There's something called a mental health.
I just hate that there's buzzwords now that now the boomers done got the buzzwords
Something
and
called
now they
mental
just picking it out of the
Tammy,
hat.
you don't have no therapist.
Hold on, my
You don't go nowhere.
mental health is overstimulated. They're getting all the damn buzzwords out the hat because they don't know how to
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
articulate their real like how you really feel.
Yeah,
and just
yeah.
say I don't like that, so I don't
Right.
want to be around it.
Yeah.
And that in
and
itself, in
clear
the
and
definition,
plain.
is just homophobia, babe.
That's just-
You don't got to reinvent it, love. It's not mental health.
Words mean things.
Real bad.
Truly, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I seen a girl on TikTok. Her video was just like, "We don't embarrass our parents enough. Like,
bring back shame.
You think I care about disappointing my parents? You're not impressing me. I'm not impressed.
Yo,
like, we worried about all this shame and shit. It's
Listen.
like, what life have you led that I'm supposed to be so?
This is unrelated, but some girl made a TikTok and was like, "Why my parents didn't lock in?
No,
why
am I broke?
all you leaving
me
broke?
Is trauma.
Why didn't you lock in?
All you leaving me is trauma. A half done
Houses
house
was
in
$2.
Liberia.
Houses was $2 when you was. Why didn't you lock in?
Seriously, we got the one that they got. They wouldn't think about us. They said, look, especially mine.
It ends with me.
I think immigrants bring us here with the intention to be like, I got you all the way here.
Here, that's it. It's your turn.
Go for it.
Run.
Yeah. Now it's up to you. With the expectation that I'm a what? Carry up. After
You have to break all the generational curses. You also got to fund the next generation yourself from scratch.
Break through the trauma, reach back for you, fund your lifestyle.
And then wipe their ass when they 80.
And wipe their ass. Y'all lucky I'm the youngest. Because if it was up to me.
I'm the oldest daughter, middle child combo.
Woo! I'm the middle
They should have
too.
done better by me.
I'm the
That's
middle
really
too.
what
I
it
have
is.
two
I'm like,
sisters.
I'm the only responsible one of the lot.
I say the same thing.
Imagine that.
I'm the youngest,
the one
but they
that is
know.
the black sheep is the most responsible.
They always are. We're thinking ahead.
Karma has a way of working itself out like that, though.
What can you do?
It is what it is.
It is. Our next segment, a very new segment we're excited about that we're going to have moving forward. We are bringing back Tiera Couch from season 2 of Hella Good the podcast. And she will now be having an amazing segment on our show called Unfcked with Tiera Couch.
Yes. So
we're excited to have you.
Yeah, we're so excited to have Tiera back. Her episode is probably one of our most popular episodes because the conversation was just so good. It's always nice to have like a professional opinion, you know, because me and SK, we gonna chat it up and do whatever. We can be strong and wrong sometimes too. But it's great to have someone who is actually knowledgeable in the space and doing the work to really just, you know, add some validity to the conversations that we're having. So we're super excited.
So what are your takes?
When I heard her say confirmation bias,
go on.
Because that is a term that's typically used in research.
Right.
I was like, where's she going with this?
Yeah.
And then when she got to where she was going, I was like, that's not where she should have went with that.
That's not this. Yeah.
I mean, if you just want to say that I have a bias, an implicit bias, that's different.
There you go.
And maybe that's what she was trying to say.
Yeah.
But the whole thing for me is like, I don't know, like for your child to go to school and really, to be in school, you really do have to sacrifice.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And for this to be your accomplishment and then for you to, as a parent, make it about you, I just really couldn't mess with that.
Really like confidently knowing you're hurting your daughter. Like taking something from her that
I'm going to be comfortable.
Right. Otherwise, I'm just not going to go.
Girl, do y'all know how many seats be in a graduation stadium?
Literally.
Okay.
That baby don't have to even come over here.
That baby don't got to sit with you.
No.
You don't even know you don't even need to know she existed.
Yeah.
But to have that type of control and to want to implement that type of control, I don't know. It just didn't sit right with me.
Yeah.
I think it was also, for me, it's like a lack of emotional intelligence. It's like she's not even aware of the conversation that we're actually having. She thinks she's like, well, I have mental health too that I got to worry about. I was talking about earlier about how like that generation just pulls like buzzwords out of a hat. They don't really fully understand the grasp and the reality of what the word is, but they're going to use it. And as much as they can weaponize it, they're going to. But we also were talking about how maybe her daughter kind of allows and enables her to act that way because she hasn't really said enough to where Tammy feels like it's not okay to talk like this in public on a platform.
I mean, I know people who have relationships with their mothers that because they really care about how their mothers like perceive them and they care about their mother's journeys, that they really do allow them to take control and make decisions for them in a way that is just not fair, it's not safe, it's not whatever. So that daughter, like, to see her just be like, okay, you know, she's not gonna like.
Yeah. I was saying that how much pain you could see she's in, like laughing through this thing, grasping really for any opportunity for somebody to agree, like let's talk about it. Right?
Somebody tell her.
Like it's almost like
somebody my mom might respect.
Exactly right, because she clearly doesn't respect them. There's very clearly like that's what I was.
There's a dynamic.
I mean, I think that was it Candy that she just gave a very clear parallel, like, well, how do you act when your daughter's partners are going to be temporary? Like we never know who we're going to end up with, and for her to not make the connection that like this is just clearly you just being like a bigot.
Yeah. No, she said,
Yeah.
confirmation bias says I can understand that.
I can get behind that because
I'm
2
used
+ 2.
to that. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's on Wikipedia.
That's exactly right. Wiki says.
What are we talking about,
so
girl?
funny.
Exactly. And
Yeah.
use that as a real thing. I think that I was saying how hurtful it is because of the amount of gay people that are just in your day-to-day life.
Yeah.
I
That
think that
part.
there is always this separation that people feel like they can have. It's like, oh, of course I love you, but this is my child.
Right.
And my child, like, wait,
I don't-
Right.
what are you talking
It's
There
about?
such
should
a
be
thing
less
that
conditions
it's such a thing
as
that
your
I
child.
really just do not understand because, especially her being in the entertainment world,
Yeah.
she definitely has a lot of
I
gay
said
people.
the
Yes.
same thing. They doing
And
your hair,
her-
babe. They're beating your face.
Yes.
They're
Yeah.
picking your outfits when you can afford one.
Y'all sharing lingo, all the things.
That's what I said.
She's picking up on it too.
You clock it.
Yeah.
You are becoming. You have a whole gay community that follows you. We're all using the Cammy memes. We're all, like that's
Well,
that's who's
except for
supporting
me.
y'all.
And
I
now
don't
I'm
even
glad I
mean
was
us
ahead of
all
that.
the time. I mean, and that's what I was saying. Like maybe they figured out a way to like separate the men from the women or the children from their peers or whatever. However, people figure out how to compartmentalize who can be gay and who can't. That shit is always very strange to me.
I think
And
that
feel like it's-
sorry, good.
No, go ahead.
No, I was saying I think their generation though, a lot of times they just are okay with things being a certain way
Yeah.
if it just stays how that is. Like I'm cool with you being like that, but like don't be like that. Like, don't-
I really think that it's sometimes like and this just maybe be off on a tangent. I don't think it's so made up. I think like, do you really care or do you think you're supposed to care?
Mm.
Do actually?
Because people
that might be
really
the
like.
stance
Wow.
for a lot of people across
Yeah,
the board
like-
about a lot of things.
Yeah.
My friend's brother is special needs, and he said something about gay people, and she's like, "Well, why did you say that?" And he's like, "I don't know," because he's heard it because
Yeah.
it's been
Regurgitated.
embedded in him.
Something
It's
that-
you know,
yeah.
some people I think like, do you really care, or do you think this is something you're supposed to speak out about?
Yeah.
Like, do you really care?
Yeah. But I feel like in Tammy's case, if you didn't really care, you really could just shut up.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Especially when you are surrounded by people and you clearly have thought about this enough to say I'm uncomfortable or I don't want my daughter to actually end up in this way. And if I taint it enough, if I don't show support, you know what I'm saying? Like that a lot of times is like that's this whole like holy bit is like somebody just reached out. I can't even think of who it is, but it's a famous person on TikTok just reached out to some company for a wig. And this bitch responded to him in this long ass paragraph about how she can't sell this man the wig because the Lord won't allow, like her walk with the Christ. And this is not judgment on you. And this is not this. And this is not this. And it's just, I have to do the right thing that I know. And it's like,
girl,
what do y'all be talking about? You guys really will find every excuse to loudly say this is why I can't be a good person.
But exactly, and I think that it's
It's
crazy
like,
because the way that people
what?
pick and choose
Yeah.
what sins they're okay
Yes.
with,
Quite
like
literally.
a lot of people, y'all are married, y'all having sex, adultery, all of these different
Gluttony
things.
too.
Tammy's husband's like 10 years younger than her. That man closer to your children's age than you. And you force everybody to be comfortable with what love looks like for you.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
make it make sense.
Yeah, it's like, oh, you know, my homeboy is a drug dealer and he murdered a bunch of people,
Exactly.
but you're gay, so
Right.
you
We
can't
love
count.
Pookie.
I can
What?
understand
Like, come
that.
on.
Yeah, we can understand that.
Yeah.
Free our homie.
Yeah. No,
but,
for sure.
But you like girls.
That's where I draw the line. Damn it. That's just enough.
You
enough
have,
of
you
that.
have sinned against me.
Enough
Yeah,
of
you're
that.
right. You
That's,
personally
did I raise
hurt
you
me.
this way?
That's
Is it me?
crazy.
It's always about the parent at the end of the
Yeah.
day. If
Y'all are
if-
parents.
we talk about this all the time. We just talked about it. We were like, there is
Baby.
not a limit. There's not a
Yeah.
condition that could ever pop up where
No.
my kid's not going to be straight.
No,
Okay?
I'm anticipating. Okay? Let me tell you.
Like, are you good? You
I'm
good? It's clocked
anticipating.
in it up.
Mush told me he wanted to drink from my cup today because he was ready to be a girl. I said, well, here you
Well,
go.
go on, drink it then.
That's
Sip
how you
up.
think it
Go on,
works.
drink it then.
What? I couldn't
Listen.
give a fuck. I don't care. Like, our kids
Yeah,
are
no.
going to do and be and say and
Whatever
you know what I mean?
yeah.
My parents are already distraught with the amount of freedom
Right.
my children have to express themselves. It makes so many people uncomfortable, that generation, just to be able to have an opinion that is so loud and different from yours, from what you are supposed to be doing.
Right.
And
That part.
Yeah,
What you
are
think
supposed
you
to.
should be doing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because people are trying to fit into these boxes that nobody ever fit into. And it's like, this is what it looks like to
Yeah.
be an American.
Yeah.
And you need to fit in this box.
Yeah.
What are we talking about?
Right.
They don't know.
Slavery.
That.
Sorry.
I mean, queer people have existed, have always existed.
Yeah.
Always existed.
Forever.
I always
Yeah.
be thinking about what did the gay slaves do?
Right.
Child.
They did it.
A double hell.
They
That's all.
did
It's a
it.
double hell.
Shit, I'm
double
sure
hell.
they figure, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that love literally persists through all of the things. We've never experienced a timeline where
Yeah.
people have not been trying to make their love happen.
Yeah. So if Tammy's daughter was here and you could tell her one piece of advice, like something that she could take away on how to navigate this conversation with her mom and then going forward, what would you say?
I think, and this is the conversation I have with myself a lot about self-betrayal, is that a lot of times as Black women, we're taught that in order to love people, we have to betray ourselves. And it may not be like said to us, but it's shown to us that like, you can take this, you can do that, you can do all of these things. And your mom sacrificed so much for you, you can let her have it. Yeah. And the reality is that at the end of the day, you got to live with yourself. She gonna do what she got to do.
A word.
And I always, the thing that I try to go back, like when I'm 80 years old, I'm not gonna be mad at myself for how I live my life. And like, how does your nervous system feel around your mom? I think my advice would just be like, if your mom really loves you, she'll figure it out. Like, do what you need to do. Ask for, what do they say? Like,
ask for forgiveness, not permission.
Yeah. Do what you're gonna do, and she'll figure it out.
Yeah.
It's true. I'm not even gonna hold you.
Yeah.
I think that's I think that's what I was saying before. Is like when you make these moves at a young age, it almost forces your parents to jump into a space of like, I'm either going to reject this or figure out how to make it happen. And sometimes you get rejected.
And it's so much
at
love
first,
in this
most
world.
of the time
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
A lot of times you do.
Yeah.
I say all the time, like even now with my parents in my life, I be looking for opportunities to remind them they dropped the ball. Okay,
bad. Kick
baby, what you say?
Yeah.
Well, you should do. I should what? I mean, it's, you know what mom should do? You know, I be on your ass. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, because I really do feel like you make these choices when you have children.
Yeah.
I did not ask to be here
at all.
And I feel like not being able to see your child as they are. If these fucking white mothers can hold these murderers, do you know what I'm saying? These niggas will shoot up a school and their mama be like,
he's just misunderstood. They just don't know him like me. Like I struggle.
Billy struggled when his father got laid off.
You don't get it. His dad used to smack him sometimes. You don't understand. He smacked me, smacked him. This is what he needed. They really love their children. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, no, there's nothing.
But because you have not conceptualized how I can make children. You're like, this is
too much.
I am beyond
sometimes
myself.
Sometimes it's difficult for me. Because sometimes it's difficult for me to relate to certain things. I can like empathize, but because I grew up in a home where I've always been allowed to be myself.
Yeah. Your mother's queer?
At some point, I don't know what's going on.
Her.
I wish she was.
SK.
I always tell her.
SK.
No, she was.
Okay. SK thought it was because you inherited it. She thought you inherited it. It's fine. Like, what?
Maybe. No, I remember. No, my mom was like queer when I was growing up.
I didn't make it up.
Yeah, no, she didn't make it up.
Okay,
and now she, like, I tell her all the time, like, you chose way better women than you do men. Please go back.
Oh, yeah.
Every time I speak about her on the podcast, she be like, Tiera. I'm like, girl, this is my life. This is my voice. Don't watch it. They don't know you.
They don't know you.
They don't know you. But
everybody going into Google's now looking up
Tiera. Yeah. But because I grew up in such a loving place, and also like I grew up in queer communities. Like I was going to the gay club at 14.
I hear you.
Yeah. Like I actually want to ask my mom, like, when I like boys, you wouldn't even let me talk on the phone. But as soon as I like girls, I was at the club at 14. So we need to figure out.
Right. Listen,
it's a bias there.
She saw the threat. She saw the threat.
It's the opposite bias.
Like, right. Less of a threat.
But I don't know. I think like I spent a large portion of my career working with kids, and I love kids. I don't want any.
Yeah.
But I love them.
Yeah.
And I can't imagine like it's trying to stifle like anything that they want to do, anything that they want to be.
Yeah.
Like it's already enough things in the world telling you what you can do. Why would the main person that's supposed to love you be the reason you're in my chair getting therapy?
Trying to unpack it. Yeah. No, for real. Trying to get unfucked.
And that's the main thing I'm sure we all in there for.
That's it. Like 90%.
Yeah. Can you imagine?
Trauma.
Not for real.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. So that was the end of that segment. Thank you so much to Tiera for coming through, having this insightful conversation. It's always so good to have a professional's opinion. And really, because, you know, me and SK, we be trying. But it's nice hearing it from a professional that, you know, our opinions aren't too off base a little bit.
Or at least we're having a conversation.
Yeah.
You know, with some good baseline.
Some good, I was going to say, yeah. Really just putting things in perspective. But yeah, this was a hella good episode.
Yeah. Thank y'all so much for having me.
Yeah. This was hella good.